Every year since 1960, the USDA has released the cost of raising a child report. And to sum it up, those rugrats are breaking the bank. But what if you are as savvy about child raising as you are about grocery shopping? Jimmy Rhodes is on a mission: cut kid costs in half. Can he do it? That's at the top of the list.
The USDA has released its annual cost of raising a child report. Consumer expert Andrea Warwick says it's a big number.
Over $233,000 between birth and 18 years. This doesn't include pregnancy nor college education. It's shocking.
Stick that money in an index paying 7%, and near as I can figure, you'd be sitting on over $1 million. I just added that in to depress you. But here's the key.
The higher income bracket, they're spending more than double the lower income brackets. So the average cost to raise a child isn't a fixed expense.
So we challenged ourselves. Can we cut the kid in half? The cost of a kid, it's shorthand. Don't write letters. Okay, game on. First up, move to the boonies. Easier said than done. Over 80% of Americans live in cities.
That means they're not only paying more for housing, they're going to be paying more for childcare, for food, and transportation.
Moving to a rural area in any part of the country can save up to 27% of housing costs, or 8% of the total cost of raising a kid. But if living in the sticks isn't for you, attack your food costs. 2 kids eat almost $5K a year. Put that number on a diet.
You're going to be spending a lot more when you're relying on restaurant meals and takeout expenses.
Taking the kids out to eat 2 fewer times a week can save almost $2 grand a year. As for groceries,
it's really just planning ahead and becoming more savvy with your meals and grocery shopping.
Comparison shopping and couponing can trim $100 a month on groceries. Add it all up for $3 grand off your yearly food costs. That's 12% of the annual child rearing total. Let's check the tote board. 8 plus 12 is 20, 30% to go. So finally, there's childcare and education. This is all over the map. A nanny's super expensive. Your mom living in the basement to take care of the kids is cheap, so it's kind of hard to calculate. But if your company has a flexible spending account, use it.
An FSA, to use pre-tax dollars to pay for childcare, is definitely going to be the best way to save on those childcare costs.
Care.com estimates FSAs save families about $2 grand a year, about 8% of the annual cost of a kid. Okay, we were shooting for 50%, we wound up at 28. Want to make your own cuts? See all the other kid-related expenses that are making you broke at thelisttv.com. The cost of kids is at the top of the list.